The Mastack NT from BSN. Available now.
This is Dave Palumbo with RxMuscle.com in the Iron Asylum with Sami Al Haddad. We are 4 days out from the IFBB Arnold Amateur event in Columbus, Ohio. Sammy's all the way from Bahrain, now in New York. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
I know your energy levels are a little low because you are dieting and you're all peaked out, ready to do some damage here. Let's talk a little bit about this event, because you're a world champion. Obviously, at the last World Championships, you won your class. What class was that? The light heavyweight?
It was 90 kilo.
Okay, 90 kilos. You were very close, from what I understand, to winning the overall as well.
Yeah, I got second after the overall winner.
Mm-hmm. What made you decide now, after doing winning the World Championships, obviously, establishing yourself as the best guy in your weight class? What made you decide to want to do the Arnold Amateur event?
If you look at the agenda, look at the best shows in the amateur world level, you will find coming Arnold Classic and the World IFBB Championship is almost the same, but the difference is no one can compete at the Arnold Classic just by walking in. You have to be qualified to do the show. So you have to be a winner in the World Championship, and then you will get the invitation to do the show.
Gotcha.
So to me, this is the second level after that.
Gotcha. So you figure this also will give you a lot of publicity here in the United States.
True. And there is another chance to do the overall if I win my class. So I will call it, let's have a round 2 and check it out. I'm going to have
let's talk about that a little bit, because you're going to get another shot, hopefully, at the guy who beat you at the World Championships in the overall. And what was his name?
Ali Tabrizi.
He's a 2-time world champion?
I think, as I remember, he's 3 times.
3 times, right. So if you beat him, that will raise your status quite a bit, I would assume.
Exactly.
It's pretty ironic, too, that there's 3 world champions coming to compete at the Arnold. It's yourself, you got Hussein, who's with you. He's in the welterweight class.
Yep.
And then what will the current world champion, what weight class will he be competing in?
I think it's a bit surprising, because I was in 90, he was in 100. But for me, I can't wait to see him in the overall. So I said, excuse me, I'm going up to the 100. So I'm going to meet him first in the 100.
Oh, so you're going up? You're not going to come down to 90 again?
No. Let's finish it from the beginning.
All right. I like that. I like that whole thinking philosophy. Let's talk a little bit about, a lot of people know you from the message boards and from the internet, because you're a pretty big presence on there as Sami the Blacksmith.
True.
They also know you from several years back. I guess before you turned pro, well, you never turned pro. You turned pro in the PDI organization that Wayne DeMille was running for a little while, and you placed second to Lee Priest twice. And a lot of people were very impressed with your physique, and then you kind of disappeared. Explain to people what it took to get you back into the IFBB.
To be honest with you, I tried the Muscle Mania first, and then I did the PDI, and I did the UBBF. It was in Norway located. That's after when PDI shut down.
Right.
The bodybuilders, when you have options, it's not wrong or a mistake to try them, to see them, to see what's the benefits, what's good for you. And I tried them all. With all due respect to the rest of the federations, IFBB is ruling, and IFBB is the best. If you want to go to the next level, you make your dream come true, you get sponsored from the other companies, I think IFBB is the best.
Yeah, and obviously you can go the furthest in the IFBB, and obviously I think your goal is probably to go as far as you can take your body. Is that correct?
Yep, sure.
Now, will we ever see Sami Al Haddad on a IFBB pro stage, or are you going to remain an amateur?
That's my. If I dominate and did good at the amateur, for sure I will look for the next level.
Oh, so if you win the Arnold Amateur, you're planning on turning pro?
Yeah, 202 is really calling me every day.
Yeah, I was going to say that class seems ideal for you almost. Given the fact that you're having trouble making 198, but at 202 it kind of gives you a little more squeeze space.
Yeah, this is the only way to get in. If I establish myself in the 202, if for a year or so. Then I move to the open class, take a year off, and then go to the open class.
Right.
That would be good introduction for myself. But from, doing some shows and all of a sudden I just battle up with the big guys, 260 and 270, it will be not fair fight.
Right. Given the fact that you're an ideal 202 competitor, and some people say you have almost like flawless symmetry. You get the small waist, the great arms. We're looking at your abs right now in the mirror here. I'm Sean shooting you. Do you feel that you can mix it up with those guys like the Kevin Englishes and the David Henry and compete competitively with them?
Well, they got what it takes for the battle to go on for them. For me, I'll be just intruder, what they call it?
Yeah.
Intruder.
Yes.
For the game. So I would accept whatever comes, but I think I got what it takes to make some damage on that stage. But as they say, I have to pay my dues and come with full package. But I think if I have one more year after that, there will be a surprise.
I'd love to see you on stage at the New York Pro 202 class, against Kevin English. I thought that in May, that would be phenomenal.
When is it about?
That's May, yeah.
Don't be surprised if you see me coming back again to New York.
That would be like almost like a rebirth for you here, right?
Exactly.
Because, when you competed against Lee Priest, a lot of people said it was very close. Lee was...
Actually, I won in the prejudging one round.
Did you really? Which round was that?
It was second.
So, right there, that says a lot. Lee Priest at that particular time was probably at his peak, too,
Yep. But standing next to him and battling, that's such an honor with the top 6 in the world. You head to toe with him, and I thought when I'm from the Middle East, it's impossible to go over there and win something or at least be close to them. I thought there's some magic over there in Europe or in US or something that we don't have. What I find out is we don't have the tools, gyms. We don't have the commitment. We had all the tools. Gyms, food, supplements, everything.
Right.
All what you need, just the will and determination, and that's it.
I think sometimes you need the competition, too. And
exactly.
No one can compete against you over there. You beat everyone, so it doesn't inspire you to be better, I think,
And that's why when I want to come travel overseas, they suspend you.
Do they really?
They won't allow you. They say it's not in the agenda. You have to follow what we have.
Wow. A lot of people don't realize also, a lot of you guys stay as amateurs because your countries, and we talked about this on the radio a little bit.
We get support by the country as long as we are amateur.
Right. So,
when you become pro, no, you on your own. But for me, honestly, if after the Arnold, if I got a company approach me and offered me good, decent contract, for sure I will be a pro.
Right.
But if there is a reason why Sami will stay in the amateur, it's because financially. Sure. I don't want to go to the next level and lose money.
Of course. That would be ridiculous almost. Now, you're known, your trademark has to be your arms. Everyone, always talks about how great your buys are and your triceps are. Has that always been a good genetic body part for you?
Yeah, it's just a response so quick. But now, my back this time and legs, it's really developed and I brought them up.
Yeah, but we're watching you train some arms here, so let's give the people watching this a little insight into what your arm training is like. Do people probably think because your arms are so good that all you do is train arms, 3 times a week and hours at a time? But that's not the case.
No.
Explain what a typical arm workout is like for you, and tell me.
Actually, for the contest preparation, I do them 2 times, and for the off season, I do them once a week. And I usually start for the contest preparation. I start with the dumbbells or with concentrated one arm. I don't go for the heavy movements. For the off season, immediately I go to the bar or to the heavy dumbbells, curl. I just do whatever I feel that I don't have certain sets. I don't have certain reps. I just go to the level that I feel like failure, and then drop it. I count 30 seconds with the off season or on season, and I never plan my workout. I just follow my workout, whatever I feel I'm doing.
So you're very intuitive, in other words. You kind of let your body tell you what it should do.
Exactly. But if I planned it, there is nothing will shock my muscles, shock my system.
True. So you never do the same workout 2 times in a row.
Never.
Interesting. Now I noticed you guys have been coming to the gym since you've been staying in New York here twice a day. Is this typical for you? Double workouts?
For the contest preparation, yes, I do.
And why do you feel that you do it? You do it to burn extra calories, or you think it's, or you just like a lot of guys sometimes do less weight training and more cardio? But I understand that you're not doing any cardio for this.
For me, it depends on my condition and where I stand. And to be honest, sometimes I train only once a day, but like a long period of training. But I don't train twice. But it depends on my condition. If I see myself I'm a bit late, or I'm ahead or advanced in my condition, but I never overtrain myself. I don't train like 3 times a day, or I do like each session like 2 to 3 hours. I never cross like 1 hour, 1 hour,
smart.
10 minutes.
That's smart.
And I leave a gap between each session of workout, about 6 to 5 hours. I rest. I eat like between each workout 2 meals. So I never believe like doing high repetition and supersets in order to get conditioned while my carb intake and I have high calories in my diet. That won't change anything.
No, you're smart. That's very smart, actually.
So I go first for my diet, I control my diet, and then I go for my training.
Now, I understand Ali Amini is helping a little bit with the contest prep, and he told me that you have not done any cardio this entire workout.
Well, not a single
prep.
one.
Now, why all of a sudden, I understand that you did do cardio for the World Games, the World Championships, excuse me, but this time you didn't need it. Explain why.
Actually, we noticed that if I do a lot of cardio, the saturation and the deep cut in my legs starts disappearing because there is a lot of stress on the leg. So when we start reducing it, it started appear that like I was killing my legs from cardio. So he asked me, are you still doing cardio? I said, no. He said, just stay out of the cardio. Let's see. Next week, I mean, a lot of definition. He said, okay, you know what? Forget about the cardio.
Wow, you're lucky.
So we stopped the cardio. It's good, you know. I'm not saying I don't know a lot of bodybuilding or I'm not smart, but you need someone smart enough that you trust his judgment.
Right. Well, it's hard to advise yourself, especially that last couple of weeks, because you'll make all the wrong decisions. It's inevitable. Now, you're not doing cardio. Why do you think your body's still burning fat like crazy? Is this typical for you? Just your metabolism just take off on you?
Actually, I'm God gifted with high metabolism. Plus the meals that we balanced it and the carb control during the day. By the time day goes over, which type of carb, and you know we don't mix up between high glycemic and low glycemic index. We try to maintain the insulin spiking. So far going good.
So give us a typical day of what you're eating right now, 4 days out from the show.
Now I wake up in the morning, have my rice cake with eggs, and then rest a little bit, have black coffee. Usually train after that for about, after my meal, say an hour. I go to the gym, have my training, and get back. Before like 2 weeks from now, I used to have shakes, but now I try to control the sodium, control, these things. So I drop it from now. So I get back, I have my chicken breast with brown rice, vegetables. Take a rest, wake up, have a steak, and brown rice again. Go to the gym, finish, get back home, have my I have my chicken, then egg.
Okay. Ali told me you're eating red meat every day, and he said that you're sticking to a lot of brown rice.
Yeah.
Do you find that the lower glycemic rice is better than the white, the higher glycemic white rice?
Yes, true.
If you had to, I guess, look at yourself and evaluate yourself, what would you say right now are your best body parts and the ones that you want to work on the most?
Total, everything I'm trying to bring it all together. I mean, maybe I won over some athletes, they oversized me and bigger, but they didn't have the proportion and symmetry.
So you think that's your strength, your symmetry?
Yeah.
I would agree with that. What would you like to improve about your physique, moving forward into the next year?
Legs and back.
Okay. Has those always been the challenge for you?
No, but the problem is when you bring your legs back, you will lose a bit of proportion, so you need to bring your back. Or if you bring your back, your legs will look smaller. So I need to bring them all together at the same time. But when you have them, if you notice Mr. Olympia winners, all of them have a huge back and great legs.
Yep, you said it. I always say that the back is always the determining factor, it seems like. And, it's funny. I'm watching you do forearms now, and a lot of people say, wow, guys who have huge arms don't have to do forearms. But You really do. I think it's a mistake when you leave out one body part. It kind of creates a weak link.
I would never ignore it. Even if I have to trim my ears, I would trim.
This is an important point because a lot of guys think that you can leave out forearms, you can leave out calves, and every little accessory muscle becomes important in the complete package that you present.
Exactly. True, Dave.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you get into Columbus, Ohio, I believe, on Wednesday, right? And then your prejudging is Friday morning, correct?
Yeah.
All right, and when do you weigh in?
We'll do it on the 4th because we travel on 3rd.
Right.
4th morning, we'll be doing the weigh-in, and then I'll jump into the exhibition and do some shopping and get back to my room, start loading for the prejudging.
What will your loading consist of? You're going to just increase the amount of rice you're eating?
Actually, this time I'll just keep it one way. I'm not going to change higher or lower. We'll just cruise the way it is because I'm getting, Dave, no disrespect to the pros, but sometimes we see some videos like Battle of Giants. You see the athletes the 1 week before the show, they take off in the gym, they look amazing, and then you see them on stage, they look worse than you've seen them.
Right.
I don't know what they have done. I say to myself, why don't you stay the same?
Right. I always say the same thing too.
So for me, I want to go one line, straight line, and I might do some, manipulation, but adjustment, but I'm not going to do.
You're not going to go crazy.
Depletion and then do the loading. I might hit it 100% on the show day, or maybe after.
Right.
I might still. So we will go safe this time.
I agree with that recommendation. Ali and I were talking about it over dinner. I think he said he's going to keep you at about 500 grams of carbs, and that's probably a smart move. Good luck on stage. We'll be rooting for you. Hopefully you'll come out as the overall champion. Thank you very much, and I really appreciate, your support, and really special thanks to Steve and Bev, Jim, and really they gave us great welcome. They felt that they made us feel like home, and even the members there, they were so nice. It's really good to be there. I'm sure I'm coming back again there. Well, we're looking forward to having you. Sami, good luck right now. We're out of time. I'm Dave Palumbo with Sami the Blacksmith, RxMuscle.com. All right.